Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here talking to you again today. And so today I'm going to tell you about 7 different kinds of spiritual gift sessions. There are probably more. In fact, I know there are more, but these are just the ones that we're going to cover today. So when you get a spiritual gift session, you can be like, what the heck is this? What are we doing? So that's why I want to go over this with you. So if you ever do book a session or you're doing one for yourself, what kind of a session do you do? So the first one is very simple. You just ask, what are 10 spiritual gifts that I have? And then I'll number the paper from 1 to 10 and then muscle test to determine what those 10 gifts are. And then with each of those 10, I will also tell you what power you have each one of them and what percentage you're using it. And we'll talk about how they're helping you in your life. The second one is a GUP-focused spiritual gift session. So these are people that are very connected to their source. So GUP, again, stands for God, universe, or higher power. And so we could ask, what are the gifts that your GUP wants you to work on right now? And I think that's funny because I would never do that session for myself. I probably shouldn't say that. One day I might change my mind, but that's just not the kind of person that I am. But a lot of people are. You know, that whole saying, what would Jesus do? That they try to determine everything in their life, how to do it based on what Jesus would want. That didn't work for me. I have tried it before, and so it's not my cup of tea. But I'm happy to help other people that way. Okay, so the next one is a role-focused spiritual gift. So say, for example, you're a mom, or you have a certain career, or you're opening a business. That's one I can really relate to right now. So you can ask, what are the gifts that I need to focus on that are going to help me with opening my business? And then we can go based on that. That's a really nice one. I like that one. There was one time I did a session that really resonated with me, and I did for a lady the top gifts that show that she is a great mom. And that was fun. It just was a boost to her ego. Okay, and then you can do like the opposite. What gifts do you have resistance to right now, and why? And yeah, I actually haven't done one of those. Nobody's asked for that. I guess it's not really my thing. But yeah, sometimes when you have resistance to a gift, it can mean that there's something there that you need to work on. Maybe there's some dark blocks or generational winds that need to be cleared. Okay, you can also do a session that's just about divine affinities. Remember in a previous video, I described the difference between divine abilities and divine affinities. All the sessions, except for this one, are a mix. And this one is just divine affinities. So you can be like, what are the affinities that I have? Maybe you're one of those people that feels like you don't have any talents. And looking at your divine affinities can help you to see your talents. And so that's a really cool session that can be done. Another one is your childhood gifts. You can ask, what gifts did you have strongest as a child? What gifts were you using as a child? That's a really fun one. And it enables you to go back and look and see some beautiful things about yourself as a child. Sometimes it's really good for inner child healing. And then the last is doing all of your spiritual gifts, which that's a little daunting. So I don't really recommend that because there are so many, and everybody has a tiny seed of every spiritual gift in them. And so I have a list of like, I think it's 60 spiritual gifts. And can you imagine if you had all 60 spiritual gifts and we tried to do a session about all 60 spiritual gifts? That would take like 8 hours. I don't know. It would be, yeah. Probably I'd have to charge you like $1,000 or something, and I'd be exhausted and you'd be exhausted and it'd be too much information. And yeah, just does not sound like a good idea for me. But I did do it on my own when I was brand new to all of this. And it was an interesting experience. I did it in chunks. I didn't do it all in one sitting. And I think it was unnecessary because like my most recent spiritual gift session, I just asked what were that person's top spiritual gifts that they needed right now. And that was pretty amazing. And we came up with 7 gifts. And also I see numerology comes into play a lot with these things. So like the number 7 became important in the session. And yeah, I just think that's really cool. So I don't think it's ever necessary to look at every single gift. So that is it for today. But I look forward to coming and talking to you again next time. And again, thank you for being a Patreon. I can't say that right in any video, can I? Thank you so much for being a patron on my Patreon. And I hope you're enjoying your rewards. Have a great day.